Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of English Every Day. I'm Taylor, and I'm so happy to be here with you guys today.
And I'm Jimmy. What's up, everybody? Taylor, good to see you again.
Good to see you too. And hello to all our amazing listeners, whether you're at work, driving, studying, cooking, or just chilling. We're really glad you're here with us.
Absolutely. Every time we record, it feels like we're hanging out with a big group of friends.
Exactly. That's the whole vibe of English Every Day. We want you to learn English the same way native speakers use it every single day. Naturally, simply, and with a lot of fun.
And today's episode is going to be super useful, especially if you've ever watched a movie or talked to a native speaker and thought, wait, what did they just say?
Yeah, you see the subtitles and you're like, oh, that's what they meant. It happens to everyone.
Totally normal. And the reason is something called
Connected speech, the way English speakers blend words together, skip sounds, and talk way faster than textbooks ever show.
And today's episode is going to break down the most common reductions, like wanna, gonna, gotta, didya, donna, all the good stuff.
Playful. But before we jump in, just want to say again, thank you guys for being part of English Every Day. We love you, we appreciate you, and we're excited for today's lesson.
All right, Taylor, should we get into it?
Let's do it. Here we go. Connected speech in real English. All right. So before we start breaking everything down, let's talk about why connected speech matters so much.
Yeah. Look, if you only study English from books, everything sounds slow, clear, and perfect. But in real life, well, nobody talks like that.
Exactly. Native speakers link words, delete sounds, shorten phrases, and suddenly a sentence like, do you want to go to the store? Sounds like, do you want to go to the store?
And students are like, wait, was that even English?
So today, we're going to help you understand these natural shortcuts so when you talk to native speakers, it finally makes sense. Okay, let's start with one of the most common ones. Want to becomes wanna. So simple, but so common.
Right. And trust me, you will hear this every single day in the US, Canada, UK, everywhere. Everywhere.
Let me give you a few examples. Do you want to hang out? I want to learn English faster. You want to watch a movie?
Nobody says want to in normal conversation, unless they're being super formal. And who talks like that?
Next one is going to, gonna. And honestly, this one is so common that even kids use it all the time. Seriously, even 5-year-olds say gonna.
Yep. Examples. Check this out. I'm gonna start studying. We're gonna be late. What are you gonna do?
If you try to say going to super clearly in every sentence, you'll sound a little robotic. Not bad, but definitely not natural. And now, the king of reductions, gotta.
Yes, I've gotta go becomes
I gotta go.
or
You gotta try this food.
we gotta hurry.
This one shows urgency. When someone says I gotta, it's usually important or immediate. Hey, Jimmy.
All right, let's do a quick example using all of them together.
Okay, you start.
Hey, Taylor, do you want to get lunch?
I wish, but I gotta finish this project.
Oh no, So you're gonna work all afternoon?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Fast? Didja. All right, next one is a big confusion for learners. Did you becomes didja.
Yeah, and it happens super fast. Listen. Slow, did you. Fast, did ya.
Examples. Natural. Did you see that video? Curious. Did you call your dad? Slightly excited, surprised. Did you hear the news?
When natives talk fast, they don't think about reducing. It just happens automatically.
Another favorite. Dunno.
Another favorite, dunno.
It's literally everywhere. I don't know. He dunno what he wants. We dunno the answer.
And the funny thing is, sometimes even natives don't realize they're saying it.
These two are super common. Lemme and gimme.
Examples. Let me check. Let me explain. Give me a minute. Give me that book.
If you listen to American podcasts or YouTube, you'll hear these constantly. These are the classic reductions. Should have, shoulda. Could have, coulda. Would have. Examples. I shoulda studied. You coulda told me. He woulda come, but he was tired.
These are perfect for storytelling.
Okay, Jimmy, let's act out a small real-life situation using all of them.
All right, let's make it dramatic.
Right.
Taylor, did you see my lunch? I can't find it.
I don't know. Let me think. Did you put it in the fridge?
I thought I did, but now it's gone. What am I gonna do? I gotta eat.
Relax. You want to grab something outside?
I wanna, but I'm broke.
What? You could have told me.
I shoulda. Yeah.
All right, give me your phone. I'm gonna order us something.
You're the best. Let me pay you back later.
Yeah, you always say that. Okay.
Hey, Taylor, did you eat my cookies?
What? No, I didn't, I swear.
Really? 'Cause I think you would have told me if you did.
No, listen, I was gonna eat one, but then I remembered my diet.
Ah, okay. So you didn't eat them?
I don't know. Okay, guys, before we wrap up, here's the most important advice.
Don't try to speak like this immediately. Just focus on understanding first.
Yes, watch movies, listen to podcasts, repeat phrases. Your brain will naturally adjust.
And one day, without even thinking about it, you're gonna say did ya instead of did you, and you'll be like,
Hey, I sound natural.
exactly.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today on English Every Day.
We hope today's episode helps you understand real English better.
Practice a little bit every day and keep going. We're proud of you.
See you in the next episode.